Hi, everybody. This is Paul Hitchcock. Welcome to Wealth Protector TV. This is our media channel for our firm Barth Calderon. We're an asset protection, estate planning, business planning law firm located in Orange County, California. This is our building here. We've got great people helping clients across the country, and really excited for my guest here today because we're talking about an area that we're both involved with, which is probate and trust. And so, Miguel, welcome.
Thank you, Paul. Good to be here.
Yeah, so obviously on our end, we are, handle probate and trust administration. We also handle probate litigation, but I want to get into your practice, and I want to understand a little bit about you, your background, and then tell us what you're doing with your real estate practice.
Okay, so yeah, thank you very much. So, I was born in Mexico City. I'm actually a civil engineer by trade.
Oh,
Got a master's in construction management. So I was a contractor both in Mexico and here in the United States for about a 15-year period.
yeah.
Circumstances of economy and international situations made me switch to being a private fiduciary. My sister back then was a partner with a large law firm. And she said, hey, well, there's this situation. I've got a client who's got a whole bunch of assets here in California. What about you taking care of that? So I become a de facto trustee for this family. Then we had another family, almost running like a family office
Oh,
operation.
wow, yeah.
During that process, I got involved with a court system here in San Diego, and they started sending me cases, conservatorships, special needs trusts, a whole bunch of them, because at that time, my international and bicultural background was very important for them
Yeah.
because of the population in California, obviously.
Yeah.
There's some cases where somebody with my background would have been a better fit to manage these cases. So was involved with that for 10 years. Unfortunately, I got involved too involved in special needs trusts and conservatorships, and I just did not see my future in it. Well, in that process, that was a 10, 11-year period. As part of our duties, you have to buy and sell property. So I started hiring realtors to buy and sell property on behalf of my clients, and I was not very happy with, unfortunately, the people I chose to represent us
Yeah.
as far as realtors. So that pushed me to, well, let me study this thing about real estate, because I'm not understanding quite fully when I see a contract, it's a contract and the dates, and not in the real estate industry. So
Yeah.
I studied that, and I said, well, might as well get my license. So I got my real estate license.
Oh, okay.
And then, of course, all my colleagues who were private fiduciaries, as soon as I got my license, said, "Well, Miguel, I've got this case, and it's with this judge that knows you, and you know what's going on here. Help us selling. And by the way, if there's something wrong with a house, your engineering background can also come handy."
That's great. Yeah.
So all of a sudden, I'm helping my former colleagues check out the physical condition of the homes, analyze the case, who's if there's a disgruntled family member or something's going on, and then of course to sell the property. So
Yeah.
literally that's how I started working heavily on the trust and probate world. Aside, of course, we do the normal the normal real estate we live in here in Del Mar, so we're exposed to the high end market. We're also exposed to the high end international market. So we have a robust luxury division, but the probate and trust seems to be about 75% of our business
Wow.
today. So yes.
Wow. What a fascinating background, Miguel. So I want to ask you a couple of things. So when you say the probate and trust seems to be 75% of your business, you mean you acting as a fiduciary over there or selling probate and trust properties?
Selling probate and trust.
Got
So
it.
the typical call we get is from attorneys, or we work with attorneys, we work with private fiduciaries, we work with gift planning boards from hospitals, We work for the trust departments of the banks. So they'll call us, and the typical call is, "Hey, Miguel, we had a longtime client. She just passed away, and she had 3 properties.
Yeah.
So, do your thing." So they give us the address. They tell us, number one, of course, we talk more about the case itself, what's going on, who's involved, who are the beneficiaries. What are there any red flags in the case, which has nothing to do with the real estate, but in reality it does. So since they know my background, we discuss the case. We just say, okay, we have to tread lightly here or there, or maybe it's a foundation who's going to be the beneficiary. But based on that, then we customize our marketing plan based on the if it's a potentially contested trust. Is somebody going to contest anything that we do either anyway? So how to prepare and how to protect you. Our job is really more risk management. My job is to protect the reputation of the attorney or fiduciary who recommends us, the estate, so that it doesn't get sued, and of course we need to make sure that we do a good job selling the property.
Yeah.
So that's how we're deeply involved in the whole in this world. So we'll go out. My son is in charge of going out and looking at the homes and making an analysis of if there's a tenant, if we have to evict, if we have to repair, if we have to bring in an estate, make an inventory of the personal property. I mean, we do a lot for them that is not necessarily tied to the sale per se, but again, we have become the easy button for these attorneys or this for the estate planning world, so that they know that we know what we're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that is awesome. I can see that. Yeah, because I know from a legal standpoint at our firm, when we're dealing with probates, uh, a lot of times there's family issues with the property, right?
Oh yeah.
Because these things where the kids, maybe somebody wants to sell it, others want to keep it. There's tax issues, and that can blow up in your face quickly and become a litigated scenario. So your expertise there, that's such an asset to the process,
Mhm.
which I don't know, most realtors don't have that.
Yeah.
So
No.
that's great. And then are the properties you're dealing with always in Southern California, or is it anywhere?
No, again, part of our risk management, we coordinate. I'm with a company called Keller Williams, who have
Yeah,
offices worldwide, actually.
great firm, great firm. I know them
And
well. Yeah,
and so the people that know us, they will call us, and for example, we just did a couple homes in the Philippines.
oh
There are
wow,
cases where you have properties worldwide
yeah,
as part of the states.
yeah.
So, Miguel, I've got some properties, in the Philippines. Do you guys have offices there? And I will set that up. We've done Philippines, we've done England, Greece, and of course, multiple places in the U.S. and multiple places in Mexico.
Wow.
So
Oh,
I refer those. I locate one of one of the top agents in that region, and then I'll set it up and I'll keep an eye on it. But it's another agent within our network that takes care of that sale.
that's great. That's a great way to do it. That's a really good way to do it. And who's on your team? You mentioned your son. Who else? Who's on
It's
your team?
it's my son. My wife does marketing as well, and then I have a virtual assistant in the Philippines.
Yeah.
And I have one agent that works with us here. He takes care of all the open houses. We have a small but very efficient practice. I'm as a good engineer, I have models and systems for everything,
Yep. Yep.
and we're all virtual because just my well, it's not even my assistant, it's my operations manager. He's in the Philippines. He manages my emails. He manages my contractual. I mean, he does a lot for us as well.
That's
So
great.
we
That's
keep it
great.
we keep it slim.
Yeah, no, fantastic. And you see your business, the real estate business, I mean, it's in focus a lot right now with everything. The prices people are paying, online stuff, automated stuff. Do you see your industry changing in the next 4 or 5 years?
Well, there was a big change just recently, last August, where which I think was a good change, where there was a lawsuit, and there were a number of people named in this lawsuit regarding representation and
Yeah,
disclosure of commissions, which I'm sure you know of that.
yeah,
So as a result of that, we had always practiced exclusive representation where we represent buyers. Our practice, and I've been doing this for 28 years, we don't have time or energy to work with non-committed buyers, especially when they're high end. So we've always had that practice of getting together and having our buyer clients sign an exclusivity contract.
Yeah.
And we add to that, the commissions, they're all negotiable. The buyer is supposed to pay for our fees. Like with anything else, your attorneys, you have to hire attorneys. You're not expecting, well, I guess at some time the other
Yeah.
side would pay, but normally you pay for their own. So try to break those old habits. So, but again, I think it's good for the industry. It's good for the clients as well. Other than that, just the whole situation that we're going right now with tariffs, with we were hurting with home inventory, price of building is going to go up.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, even if we go back, somebody was telling me, well, if you go down, the market goes down 10%, it's 90. If it goes up 10% again, well, it's not 100, it's 99. So there's going to be a
Yeah.
little bit lost. So inventory will still be an issue and will continue to be an issue for the next 3-4 years, maybe.
Yeah.
We also build, I teamed up with a contractor friend of mine. So we build homes, not massive homes. We build one home at a time. So we're seeing problems with materials.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That, of course, a lot come from Canada, just starting from drywall and wood. There's, 90% comes from out of the country, or
Yeah.
8%. So, yes. Now, on the other side, of course, what I'm seeing now in my groups of clients, which are the legal community, I'm seeing a lot of realtors out there now because the probate and trust world is not it's not slowing down.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
the mass population that we have still right now are the baby boomers. I don't think we're the majority. I think they are no more. They are no more. They are now more millennials than baby
Yeah.
boomers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But the baby boomers, it was a very wealthy and wise generation. They invested a lot in real estate.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, our biggest portfolio to sell was an estate with 13 properties.
Well, that's a big one.
So
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
of a sudden, okay, here you go. This estate, and we have to sell all 13 properties.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's a lot of cases that we have multiple properties at, and that will continue another 10 years, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love it. Miguel, you've got a great practice. I want to tell everybody listening that encourage you to get connected to Miguel. His information is going to be around this live stream. We simulcast this everywhere, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook. And so get connected. Good guy to know in this space for sure. Miguel, thanks. I really appreciate you being here.
Thank you. Take care.
All right. Talk soon.
Bye.